Broadcasting live from the Subaru of Gwinnett Studios in Atlanta, it's time for Silver Lining in the Cloud, brought to you by Computer Design and Integration.
Good morning, Atlanta, and welcome to Silver Lining in the Cloud, where we talk with business leaders from Atlanta and the surrounding communities. Silver Lining in the Cloud is brought to you by CDI Managed Services, where we outsource IT solutions, infrastructure, and end-user support in cloud computing. I'm Nikole Toptas, and I'll be hosting today's show, along with my co-host, Dom Rainey. How's it going, Dom?
Hey, Nikole. It's great being in the studio. Always love Wednesday hump day, And, it's just great spring weather brewing outside, so I don't know if I'd rather be in here or outside. We should do the show outside sometime.
Hey, that's a great idea. But for right now, let's get it started inside with the awesome guest that we have today. We have Peter James from Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company. And our second guest today is Shamel Leonard, co-founder and CEO of Family Car Foundation. Thank you both for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be with us today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, thank you.
All right, Peter, let's kick off the show with you. Tell us about Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company and what you do there.
Lincoln Heritage is the premier final expense provider in the country. Started out back in 1963. Some students, two young guys out of Phoenix, Arizona, started the company, and based on Christian principles, basically we provide final expense insurance to mostly seniors, folks over 50, thereabouts. However, we're not discriminatory. We take people below that. But the target group that we look after are seniors for the most part, boomers and seniors. 50 to 85 is where we go. We provide life insurance couched in a funeral plan specifically for burial. And, I could shed a little more light on the difference between life insurances when we get to that. But,
okay, because I was just thinking that you mentioned that, you provide final expense insurance as well as life insurance. What's the major difference between the two?
Life insurance, usually when you take it out, it's for your beneficiary to have some money when you're gone, for replacement income and stuff like that. Burial or final expense insurance is specifically for you to be put away decently within a timely manner after you expire or you leave. There's a myth out there that you wait until you're almost there. But it's best to get it when you're younger and healthier, so the prices are much better. But basically, the major difference is life insurance is, as it says, life for your beneficiary. Final expense insurance is for you, basically, to be put away in a timely manner. Instead of staying extended period for the life insurance to get here. Usually, final expense kicks out within 24 to 48 hours.
Okay. Thank you for that explanation. Now, you guys have been around for quite some time. What makes Lincoln Heritage so unique?
There are a lot of companies that have come and gone in the time frame that we've been around, because sometimes the perception is that we're going to get rich doing this. But Lincoln Heritage has kind of catered it to the client, per se, where we try to give them as much benefit as possible. What makes us kind of unique is the fact that we offer every client that gets a policy with us what we call a free membership to the Funeral Consumer Guardian Society, which is what you might ask, like a Consumer Reports type setup, where they have no affiliation with any specific organization, but they price shop the funerals so we can get a better deal. Secondly, we do offer accidental death and dismemberment as a part of the whole. We call it a tri-pack, So that makes it a little different. So our clients love it because we're the only one who can give them a free membership, funeral assistance to their beneficiary while they're grieving. They don't have to worry about trying to plan the funeral then.
Right. That's awesome. Now, what determines the cost of a final expense plan?
I'm glad you asked. There are a couple components. One, firstly, is your age.
Okay.
The older you are, is the more expensive it is. It's much more cost effective. I shouldn't use the word cheap. Cost effective when you're younger. Your health. We ask just a couple questions. One-page application.
That makes sense.
And your gender. Women pay about 20% less than the men.
Okay.
As I say, you take care of your bodies more, you outlive us by 8 years. So age, gender, and health are the three major components that determine the
That
cost.
make up, okay. Now, who qualifies for this type of plan?
Well, basically anybody that breathes.
Okay.
But just to kind of
As long as you're living, you qualify.
Right. But what is kind of phenomenal about what I do, which I love a lot, is that we can qualify most people who wouldn't qualify normally for regular insurance, meaning that people with extreme situations like maybe lupus, the only thing we don't cover basically are the only two things would be like HIV and if the person is incarcerated or in a facility where they can't perform their daily activities.
Gotcha.
But outside of that, I would say 90-something% of what the people we talk with, we can qualify.
Okay. Thank you for that explanation, Peter.
Great business model, Peter. I mean, it's a great concept. Is it usually people that don't have an insurance plan, or do people? Can you get it? Your program if you do have insurance?
Well, it's kind of good that you asked the question because I deal with it every day. The three major categories of people who see me or see us at Lincoln Heritage, basically, one, you have insurance already, but you're looking a little more or something else. Two, you don't have any insurance at all. And three, you have insurance or you probably but you're looking for a specific burial plan. So the majority of the folks that we work with, most of them have insurance already. They're just looking this specific burial plan to kind of complement or to make it more precise versus the insurance which would be left for their beneficiaries.
Well, how does someone determine, what, how much to put into a plan? What kind of program? Because I guess it's tiered, right?
Right. What we do, we offer our clients three options: good, better, best. And what we do, we look at the funeral costs within the particular area that you are. And then say on average, say the funeral costs about $10,000 thereabouts. Regular burial versus cremation. We also do cremation, or write plans for cremation. So what we do, we'll offer the client three options, and they in turn choose which one fits their budget, and which one is more convenient for them. So that's kind of more like. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, absolutely. It answers. Yeah. We're talking with Peter James. He's the honcho there at Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company. So you like what you do, and that means you're enjoying it.
I love it. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I talk to my clients. I say it's not something that everybody wants to talk about right away, but once you take care of this, it gives you the peace of mind. You never have to worry about it again.
Yeah.
So I do it day in, day out. So I'm very comfortable with doing it, and I enjoy what I talk to.
I can see that by looking at you. You're so. Were you in insurance before, in the
Yes.
typical standard insurance business?
I've been an agent this is my 9th year, but I was doing other stuff in between. But for the last 2.5 years, I've been back in insurance. Specifically, I specialize now just in final expense. It's the fastest growing area of the life insurance market, especially for seniors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance, they sell other programs as well.
No, strictly.
this is it.
This is it. Final expense.
Just to be clear.
We don't dabble in anything else. One thing, just final expense.
You're the experts. Are there other companies? Do you face competition in your business? It sounds pretty unique.
Yeah, we do have competition, but because we're the largest and we've been around for so long and we do it so well, it's kind of, competition, yeah, but, people tend to captivate towards us. We are on the TV a lot. We do a lot of, programs for the seniors because our target market is in that area. So we do, but...
Peter, how does an agent qualify to do what you do?
Well, basically, you need a life license, life and health, preferably, and enthusiasm to work hard, because it's hard work, but it's very rewarding at the same time.
That's an interesting answer, because it's you would think of it as being a little bit different. So you're in the business and you want to segue into it. It's probably because people have a client base. I think maybe that's a logical segue into what you do for final expense plans as well, right?
Yeah, to some extent, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But just exceptional work ethic. I mean, discipline, structure, organized. But anybody could do this. You'd be surprised the people that come in and really make a good job out of it.
Oh yeah. What do you like most about what you do?
I guess it's just helping people to see the smiles on their faces after they have been turned down. Last night I was up in a place called Comer, and sat down with this gentleman who was 40 years old, well, kind of a little off the, unusual, but he had a whole lot of ailments. He couldn't get qualified for other plans. And just to see in his face after I showed him that we could qualify him, I mean, that's one of the greatest things I get from it, just seeing the satisfaction in people's eyes when we're through helping them.
So do people not qualify?
In an extreme case, if they have HIV or, something like that, where they've been told they have 12 months or less to live, usually that's not the norm if they're over 85 years old.
Okay, so there are situations
Right.
where you just can't get it.
Right. You just can't get insurance, period, from anybody.
From anybody?
Right. But we do our best to accommodate as much as possible, and
Okay.
we do that.
Okay, great. Talking with Peter James with Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company here on Silver Lining in the Cloud, brought to you by CDI Managed Services.
Next up on the show, we have a company called Family Car Foundation. We have their CEO, Shamel Leonard. Shamel, tell us about Family Car Foundation and what your company does.
Family Car Foundation is a company. We are a nonprofit 501c3, and we afford low-income families car ownership. These are the families that typically do not have huge savings for down payments and also do not have meet the typical income guidelines to qualify at a traditional dealership.
And how was Family Car Foundation born? How'd you come up with that idea?
Well, my husband and I are used car dealers, and we started out that way. And we have been for the last 3 years. And in our third year, we weren't doing so well. And we looked to see what was going on, and we realized we were having a lot of customers in need. And my husband has a huge heart. And so he oftentimes created deals that allowed families to leave with a vehicle, even though it was not the best idea for our business at the time. So thinking that this must be a problem, I thought about how to solve that problem, and thus Family Car Foundation was born.
Okay. Now, how are you able to afford low-income family cars?
So how it works is a family comes to us and they have a small down payment. You have to have some skin in the game, I say. And we actually finance the loan for them with low interest. Payments are usually no more than $100 a month.
Okay.
And so they're able to afford that with their income and drive away happy.
With a car. That's awesome that, they have financing that they can take advantage of to get that vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who can qualify for a car? Is it just low-income families?
It is low-income families. Also, veterans qualify if you do not have dependent children. So, low-income families are defined as an adult with a dependent child. And so if you do not have a dependent child, then if you are a veteran, you qualify. Also, if you are a disability or Social Security income recipient, we have a special program for you as well.
Okay. And also, what is offered through your .org business besides cars?
So in addition to cars, we strive to create a holistic approach to the issue. And the issue is having more financial security and direction in life. And so in addition to getting the vehicle, we have a financial course, I should say, to help with budgeting, as well as increasing one's savings so that they can afford a better car. And we also offer, coming this summer, we are offering what we call the 180 Club, which is a way to turn your life around. And we offer various trainings on different career and business options that you can take advantage of or start with low income. And so that is part of our holistic approach to the bigger issue, which is people need a way to make more money. And oftentimes they feel that their education may be a barrier, their socioeconomic status, the family they came from, all those things may be a barrier. And we at Family Car Foundation say, you have no barriers. Here are the tools you need. Go and prosper.
That is awesome, Shamel. So you provide counseling, credit, and cars, the 3 C's. Awesome.
The 3 C's.
3 C's. Wow. Shamel, you guys have put this program together. This is an awesome thing you're doing.
It's been a labor of love.
Yeah.
I really feel great about what I'm doing.
Do you guys have competition, and how do you differ from your competition?
We do. There are a few organizations in the area that also provide vehicles for low-income families. And the problem we all have, Family Car and Foundation included, is finding enough vehicles for the families. So how Family Car Foundation is unique is we started as used car dealers. So we have a model to acquire more vehicles so we can provide more vehicles to more families.
Okay. So how did it come about? Why are you so passionate about it?
Well, I think I've been passionate about bringing people from defeat to triumph forever. And I think that that's been the underlying reason for all of the different ventures that I've been involved in. And so when we started the used car dealership, that was part of the energy, was to help the underdog. And so Family Car Foundation is just a more supported way to do that. Being a 501c3, we solicit donations from corporations and individuals to help fulfill our mission. And so it was just the right thing to do. I hesitate to say that because there are lots of right things to do, but it was the right thing to do for us at the time.
So you do get the corporate sponsorship.
We do.
Well, that's excellent.
Yeah,
That's
we
excellent. Do you do anything? Do you attend any events or do anything like around Atlanta to also kind of get the word out?
Not yet, but pretty soon we're going to start a lunch and learn at different offices where lots of eager executives or philanthropic executives are, to help them understand what our organization is and how they can support us.
That's a great idea. I'm sure you can connect up with Nikole. She's a marketing machine.
I heard.
She can give you some great ideas.
Awesome.
And you guys obviously think alike. You both have purple on today. I like that. I like that concept. So how does the company look? Let's see, 5 years out. What do you see? What's your vision?
5 years out, I see lots of alumni of the Family Car Foundation program coming back to support and help those who are just starting on their journey, which is from car to, whatever it is they're going, because our mission is to literally help people drive their dreams forward. And we would like to create a community of people who help to do that, because everyone needs a community to thrive in.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you tell our listeners how they can reach out to you and your organization and find out more about the program and possibly donate a car.
Okay, so if you are interested in donating either a car or funds, you can visit us on our website. It is www.famcars.org. That's fam, F like Frank, A-M, cars.org. There is a link at the top for donate a car or get involved, and you click there and it will walk you through it. Now, if you are in need of a vehicle, you go to that same website and you go to apply for a vehicle, and your information will be received in our office and processed.
Excellent. And let's circle back with Peter James. And Peter, why don't you tell our listeners how they can reach out to you and Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company and get more information about your great program,
Okay.
and et cetera.
Thanks, Al. Yeah, you can reach out. Direct phone number would be 973-5234. Or it'll be PAJ. This is an email address, PAJ 5446id@gmail.com. Or you could go to our Lincoln Heritage website, which will be www.lhic.com.
Okay, great. Thank you, Peter. Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you, Bo.
Thank
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
very much. And
Thanks for
Shamel, I
having
really
us.
like a lot of things that you said about helping underdog drive their dreams forward. That is an awesome silver lining. I'm looking forward to supporting in some of those efforts.
Well, thank you. We're looking forward to having you as part of the FamCar family.
All right now. You've been listening to Silver Lining in the Cloud, where we talk business to business. Thank you to our guest today, Peter James with Lincoln Heritage Life Insurance Company, and Shamel Leonard with Family Car Foundation. We appreciate all that you and your company does to add value to our local economy and for being on the show. I'm Nikole Toptas, and on behalf of our sponsors at CDI Managed Services, where we work with companies to maximize their investment in IT infrastructure, support, and cloud solutions. As a reminder, to listen to this show and other Silver Lining in the Cloud broadcasts, go to silverlining.businessradiox.com. And until next time, remember, when it comes to IT solutions and cloud support, CDI Managed Services is your silver lining in the cloud.